Robin Barnett, Two Targets Talk, and I'm here today with the lovely Janice. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Robin. We are here to break the silence and the shame around workplace abuse. This is episode 7 already, if you can believe it.
I know, episode 7. We're going to do it on the Target Files. How are you doing this week, Janice?
I'm doing good. You know, another difficult week, of course, but overall good. How are you doing?
Well, you know, I'm doing good. I'm grateful. You know, we've been able. It's good to have connection, have friends to talk to and stuff. So just letting you know, I'm grateful that you and I get a chance to talk.
Yeah, I am too. Yes.
Other than on Two Targets Talk. So, episode number 7 is the Target Files.
Love that name.
I love it, and I love our backgrounds because they're targets,
right?
And we were both targets.
Yeah, no explanation needed there.
Right? I've always had people ask me, why target and not victim? Would you mind?
That's such a good question. I think being labeled a target, well, first of all, it's just more accurate. I mean, there was a campaign against us where we were specifically targeted. So unlike victim, which maybe at sometimes you could think of as powerless or maybe something that's more random, this is something that where we were selected and it was over a period of time and it was on purpose. And I felt like for me, at least, it just helped me a little bit more take back my power.
I feel the same way too. It empowered me to not have even just a label as a victim. And one of the reasons why it empowered me, because there's certain traits that we as targets have. I have a list, and I'm going to give you the top 5. We are moral and ethical. We are top performers. We are creators and innovators. We are well-liked and popular. Team players. We're kind, honest. Honestly, Janice, I think we are totally awesome.
Right, where we are totally awesome. Of course, workplace abuse can happen to anybody, but the research does show that these are the characteristics of the people that are mostly targeted. So, yeah.
And there are characteristics, and I found that in our circle, as I'm advocating and meeting more people, we all have very similar personalities, and everyone's very honest and very kind. Janice, what was part of the being a target that was so hard for you?
Well, I think well, those characteristics I certainly identified with, especially with being, a very skilled worker. I was very senior. I definitely was very ethical and honest. And I believed in the good of people and places and things. I really believed in the organization that I worked in. And so for me, part of what was so difficult was that it didn't matter how long I had been there, how hard I had worked for them. In fact, that was actually a disadvantage for me once I was targeted. So that was a difficult realization for me. What about you?
I think a lot of it was the same thing. I had worked so hard. I loved the organization. I was excited. I was proud. Even though I came from a completely natural and organic channel, I was working for a bigger company, and I was really proud of what we were doing and what our mission statement was. And the realization that it had nothing to do with me, I couldn't have worked harder. It was just, it was a campaign. That was it. I was targeted, and, and that's how it went.
Right. And we're going to have another future episode, which is going to be interesting, which is the why me, right? So we're going to talk about that in a few weeks. So we want to hear from you. What part do you identify with the characteristics of being a target, and what made that difficult for you?
Yeah, let us know. And check out our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, Two Targets Talk. No silence, no shame, not our shame to carry. And we'll be back again. And thank you, Janice. I'm sure I'll talk to you, 50 or 60 times this week.
That's right. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.